Hello, everybody. How is everyone this fine day? I never know when these things start. It all of a sudden will be like going around and round. It went from 5 seconds to 9 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds to 11 seconds. It's what it does for me. I get one thumbs up, zero viewers. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. So, how is everyone? Hi, Tiggs. How are you? Yeah, I don't have a Super Bowl hangover, but I'm feeling the Super Bowl energy drain that I'm sure is worldwide from people staying up and actually watching it in the middle of the night. But I wanted to talk about, I always have to label my things a little bit weird so I don't get in trouble. So, anyways, did thank you. Uh, Basically, did everybody watch or see the posts from yesterday, the Super Bowl? No? Yeah, I did talk about it yesterday, and I realized that I'm such a ding dong after the fact. I was looking through my phone this morning because I took an awesome couple of pictures of my Willie Nelson and the owl and stuff because I'm getting ready to ship them off. And I realized that I had two videos recorded in mine, and I showed you the wrong one yesterday. I recorded one while I was watching it with Shannon, and then I recorded one that I showed you, and I showed you the wrong one. But both looked fake. Doesn't matter. I showed you, I think, the Madden football game to something, but it looked like an actual whatever. It doesn't matter. It all looked fake. Even when the singer was singing, I'm like, this doesn't look any different than the thing I showed on YouTube. So it looked so robotic. So I don't watch football. The only reason I watched that particular or tried to watch any of it was to see the clues and whatnot that were in there. So I did what I wanted to talk to you about today was I hope I can find the link, and I won't be able to play it on here because the last time I did that, it shut it off. And so I won't do that, but I did post it on. Uh, Here's some interesting things just that I had pulled up on my. I just posted that on Telegram. So I wanted to see what they were going to show us yesterday in the with their symbology and crap like that. So there's quite a few things in regards to that. First of all, the NFL gives 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers free Super Bowl tickets. Really? Do you think that's just a ploy? I think it's a ploy. I'll show you some pictures. And this is what I mean by, okay. So what I wanted to talk about was this. And I posted it on my Facebook. So hopefully you can go watch it if you're in Canada. You need to look for this, okay? The Saturday Night Live pre-game show cold open. Okay. The reason why I'm going to talk about it is there's lots. I'm going to see if it'll come up again. If it said wasn't showing, hopefully it's still, yes, it's on here. So I'm going to leave it on mute. And whoops, I got to mute it. So or turn it down all the way. Otherwise, I won't get it in. I'm just going to show you the pictures from the. I'm trying to get it so it goes full screen. The reason why I want to show you this is I just want to even show you the pictures that are in that Saturday Night Live skit. Because even if there's no sound, you should watch the pictures. It's really quite telling. And I do believe that this is what they're doing as far as whoopsie, come on. See, my phone does that all the time. Does anybody else's phone do that? Oh, there we go. No thanks, get lost. Go full screen again. Okay, so I'm just going to fast forward it a little bit. So they just have these dummies talking for a few minutes. And then they go in and talk or show stuff about people complaining. I gotta see if you can find the pictures. Okay. So they show, oh yeah, right there. Oh, here, let me back it up just a smidge. They do these commercials. So watch this right here. It's really quite telling. This is how they say that the other side commercials, if they could run the commercials or something. I don't know. But you got to see this little blip here. I'm just going to leave it up here for a few seconds without the sound on. Yep. Mm-hmm. Can imagine what they're saying right now. Oh, look at that. And then they make some jokes and put some, yeah, oh, look. Now, why would they put that in there? And you see that symbology again? And look, why would they even say stuff like that? So I'm just going to let it run for a second because they show some more stuff that I think they're telling us, which is this is good news, you guys. It's not, they're at this point, I don't think it's mocking. It's like they're literally giving sleepers information. Okay, now here's another one. They mock about how they do, they encourage Granny to get second time. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna go over the satanic stuff in just a second on a chart. Okay, so there's this. I don't know what he. Oh, they're talking about us now. Look, it's frogs. Uh-huh. Frog army. Mm-hmm. Why would they put this in a Saturday Night Live if it wasn't actual parts of disclosure? So if you can go find it, go watch it because it's a very telling little 7 minute clip. So yes, it's kind of chart day, kind of. It's not going to be a huge long chart. I think I started this video at 4:20. Yeah, by the way, it's like minus 22. My windows are frozen solid, and it's everything I can do not to go outside for a smoke and for ease my butt off. So charts are charts, right? Okay. So for all the people who are napping, I'm just gonna put on these hangover facts of the from yesterday. All of the things that we saw yesterday because there's some people who didn't pay attention. So I'm just gonna go or didn't watch it or didn't want to, and I don't blame you. So I'll just say you're welcome on doing this thing from yesterday. I'm just gonna go through some of the Telegram things that I found from yesterday and show you some pictures and stuff. Okay. Everybody like this from Canada. What Chinese product can you do without? I'll go first. Justin Trudeau. Okay. So, I don't know what that is. Okay, so let me go through these pictures. I downloaded or I took a whole bunch of stuff here yesterday. So yesterday, oops, kind of leaning too far back for me to write on. It's kind of at a weird angle. I'm gonna move it closer. More upright. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. You've been waiting? Okay, good. So this is for people who missed out on all the excitement yesterday. Or it looked like this. For all the Okay, so we know that it's the I'm just going to show you some things that I found off the news and stuff. So these are news report things. Number one largest and you know I can't say some of these words. So event in the world. World, that's the world. Okay? So you can imagine some of the things that happen. Okay, so then we all saw on one of these posts. I don't know which one it was. Let me just find it. I just had it. I don't even know the number now because it just disappeared. Where it was, okay. And then it had, we'll make it look like, okay. Now, we know that Schmeiden, wife, we'll just say here, was here, and that's number 17. And this was number 55. Okay. So that's the 17th one they had yesterday. And why is the this important? It has to do with, again, look it up in the Urban Dictionary. It's not a nice term. Okay, so now it says here the fun begins directly after. Now, what I think they're talking about is there was a massive amount of, okay, so here's some of the things that has the number turn on, okay? Biden already back in Delaware, just 17 days after a tearful goodbye. First Lady Jill Biden and Dogs Champ Major and face mask PSA for the Puppy Bowl. And this week, Secret Service lost a dedicated member of our explosive detection canine team since 2013. Baby diligently carried out her faithful mission. So these are all of the things that they put in these little things right here. That's that post. So what apparently people saw in real time, they flashed this, the Weeknd's old concert. They flashed the words to the audience and we couldn't see it, but the word they flashed out from this clown that performed, and he literally was, I think, a clown, I'll just say, more like a clone. They flashed this word in the background. People saw this in the stadium, apparently. Now, some people said that red concert was from another concert of the Weeknd's, but he apparently does these things all the time. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it was really disturbing. I'm just going to make a list of all the words that I noted while I was watching, or all the things that I noted for the people who didn't get to see it. Oh my goodness. Now I really screwed my phone up. Well, I hate it when it's on that lock and then it won't. And I'm going to show you these pictures of underneath. This is what it apparently looks like underneath the Capitol. And it's going to pop these in here right while we're all having a chat. This is like lots of information in there. So, and it just goes on, and they'll show pictures like of actual information. Yeah, and it just gets shown. I know, right? I swear my phone does that. So I had posted several. These are several links to, whoops, several links of the tunnels. I've already did that. Now, here we go. Now, this is what I was going to read. This actually worked. Okay, so I'll show you the pictures of this lovely person put this together. There you can see that thing flying down. You can see these things. We're going to talk about these things. So all of these guys, I don't know if they were wearing them, but the main singer was wearing these. Okay. And then they had these face masks that look like jock straps. Actually, to me, they equaled more symbology there. And I'm just gonna go through the things that I can remember. Oh yeah, that dude. Arms out, flying in the air. Okay, so there is that. And these guys, oh, the dancers, we'll just talk about the dancers. Okay, they were literally marching like this. I don't care who says what, there's no other way to describe how these guys were doing that. Legs straight out, like it's like the communist dance. You know what I'm talking about. And these are just like the easy things to spot out. Oh, there was the big moon in the background too. And then it looked like a cityscape. Okay. Then all the musicians look like demons from coming out from the city. In the walls of the city were words. Now I got to get all these words right. The ones I saw were feel, touch, hours, hotel, I do have a Super Bowl hangover, obviously. Okay, 1 second. I'll show you these two. Kind of looks like the Handmaid's Tale marching. Okay. They made this at the end. There was a guy who did that. The singer did that. I have screenshots of those somewhere. I don't even know who that guy is, but he's got obviously, you know what logo in that his forehead. So there was logos everywhere. Now I've got to go to my Telegram because Shannon and I were watching it at the same time and messaging each other back and forth. Oh yeah. Marching clones, Hitler March. Oh, reptile eyes. That's the main singer had total reptile eyes. I don't care. He didn't blink for the first 30 seconds. That guy looked no different than the Madden clone, Madden video thing I showed you yesterday. So alone, these were the words. Alone, love, enough, feel, I've got hours, touch, long, and then kiss. And then if you guys watched it, there was like 8 or 9, maybe even 10 dancers, probably 13, that went into this area and they were dancing in like, it was like a part of the stage that went off. So they went into here and they were all dancing and it looked like there was mirrors at every thing. So you can see, and then there was words and there was some of these words were in these, but when they were dancing around in here like this, they were all spinning. It looked like they were in the back of a semi truck trailer, like the wagon part. That's the feeling I got right away, and I was like, "Ooh," I just seriously got this serious heebie-jeebies from it. And, what else did I notice? All the red eyes everywhere, that was goes without saying. Um, white masks. See, everybody thought the white masks were inverted jock straps. So, yeah, The Weekend, that's what his name. It was The Weekend. I didn't even know who this clown was. I swear I had no idea who this person was. Even when I was watching it, I'm like, I don't even know any of these songs. Like, I'm glad I don't know any of these songs, but seriously, come on, Etch a Sketch phone. I've got to turn that rotation off, or it'll drive me bonkers all day. But yeah, if you haven't seen some of them, they're on my Crackbook page. And so I also saw a post where this is I also saw a post where The Weeknd was having his last supper. They called it his last supper before Super Bowl. So yeah. Oh, okay. The Weeknd is his name. I know. That's what I said too. I was like, who freaking knows, right? I honestly, it's the first time I felt super old. Like when it came to music, I'm like, I know Drake and those main people, like, but I was like, the Weeknd's actually a person, and I felt like I was 100 all of a sudden. I'm like, I feel like my granny going, "Who are them people on that TV there?" Like, yeah, I had no clue. So, yeah, he paid actually 7.5 million of his own money to perform, and the biggest thing I joke I saw was people are like, "I hope you got receipts." Like it sucked. It really was really really bad. But the whole entire game. So I thought so. A lot of people don't know those games are so rigged, and they have been for years. And it brings me back to one of these. You go to all the movies that we've watched. I thought I put it here. Oh, it's in here. Sorry. We go to all the movies that we've watched, and we look at all these things like Goodfellas and the Godfathers, and oh, it's 2222, and those types of things. And we see about even in Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis's character. What is he asked to do? Right, match fix. Right? Match fix. Throw a game because we know how much money is bet and won and lost. So you can imagine the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is where people make huge amounts of money. So if it's all fixed from the big head of the, you know, I'll just write the word here. So in The Godfather, we learn that this group organization is very closely tied to this and this. And we've known for years that there's people tied in with these people everywhere, right? Like everywhere, especially in things like that. They infiltrate everything. So, exactly, every freaking thing, everything that we've been taught and sold. So, and the one thing that people have forgotten is this is like all of that Super Bowl, every Super Bowl, all sports, everybody who's involved with them, the cars. Well, look at all the car commercials. They all have like sexy ladies and it's all about power and that sort of thing. And you look at the beer commercials in hockey, in sports, in all of those. It's alcohol, spirits, which really take away a lot of your free will. We know, we all call it liquor courage, where you're doing your free will at its fullest, I guess. And so you take away your self-control is what I really wanted to say. So when the CABAL has that level where every single thing that you do is no more than a distraction. The Olympics every 4 years. We all know there's backroom deals done for that, like everywhere, all over the planet. We found out about uh, number 44 doing that in Chicago. And so all of this is what needs to be shown to people on corruption. And that was the whole point, I believe, of yesterday. Yesterday, I think, is the last one that was ever going to happen. Last Puppy Bowl, last Super Bowl. What happened to the Golden Globes this year? We haven't seen them. When do the Oscars come out? We're not going to see those. Like, where are the sleeping people asking? Why aren't these people still having these kinds of, if they can have a Super Bowl, why can't they have the Oscars? Why? Why not? Why not? Netflix has got enough new shows that came out to have an Oscars, haven't they? So it's yeah, and the Olympics, that's a very good point, is all full of men doing female sports. Now we're just coming out and seeing, oh, all these women wrestlers were actually men before. Shocking. Literally shocking. I'm being facetious. So we're seeing a lot of these things get broken. A lot of people's matrices just get crumbled, and it has to keep being shown to people. And I think what happened yesterday, oh, I was hoping anyways, is that since we knew that this is one of the biggest places for it, I was hoping they rounded up all the creeps and arrested them right after. Maybe that's what the Last Supper was all about. Maybe he wasn't going to go any further. And I just showed you Tom Brady's wife, admitting, this is a 2-year-old article somebody just sent me, so thank you for sending me that at the right time. He said that she's that. Yeah, she's one. And it's helped him 7 years in a row win. Like, it's all a bunch of garbage. And this is my argument for NHL and all of these things. Like the Calgary Flames, Murray Edwards, who is part owner of the Calgary Flames hockey team, is part of the biggest adrenochrome bust on the planet. Okay? Who are these people that own these big teams? No more than the people who own all of these corporations. This is how they launder money. This is how they do all of that stuff. And also, so doesn't anybody find it weird that it was like basically the Buccaneers is Tampa Bay was around where all of these things are happening. Where's Mar-a-Lago? Where are all of these things? Like, where's the winter home? Okay, the winter home is right by these. And I think that winter home was picked a long time ago to keep an eye on all of these people. And if you look at where TRUMP owns a lot of these properties, he's bought properties, golf courses in between two people. I know in New York, I looked at the one, and he owns, I think, a golf course on a waterfront right in between basically Schmoros and someone else. So right in the middle, like, so he's keeping an eye on all of that. So yeah, Tom Brady's, yes, wife. I'll show you the article. I just had it because I screenshot it to post on my my whatchamacallit. Oh, and I didn't see this either, but did everyone catch this on September 14th, 2020? Barbados to remove the Queen of Elizabeth as head of state. I think I did see that, but not in its fullest. So I wonder if Barbados knows that. I have lots of friends in Barbados. Yes. The other thing here, in case you're not going to see it, the Washington News. 2-star witnesses against Biden found floating in river Ukraine. Arkansas. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Yes, but I just posted that Tom Brady thingy. I can't remember what I did with it. I just had it up on my... Anyways. Oh, well. But yeah, yesterday was quite the Gong Show. There was a lot more going on here. I could probably talk about this for about half an hour more, but I'm not going to give it any more credit. But it's all about money. It's always been about money. It's always been about deals. It's always been like, go watch any show that has to do with sports. What's that one with Brad Pitt? Oh, and look who all the announcers and the things were. I saw only a couple commercials. Brad Pitt was announcing something, and so was. I'm like, these are all schleppy people. So, yes, please like and share. Thank you. Phone show, well, won't show full screen. Yeah, so anyways. Oh, I'm gonna do a quick card reading because yesterday's card reading, come on, you guys. You were on the show last night, what happened with the show. You um didn't. We had some really awesome cards. So I was talking about that Saturday Night Live skit with the frogs in it, okay? And saying, like, why are they telling us all this? Oh, by the way, Time Magazine, if you haven't heard that already, has come out now with a few articles that are very pro 17th letter of the alphabet. So it's all about, like, what is it going to take to wake people up? Like, you have to remember that them even showing that stuff is telling people. Like, it has to be shown. It has to be shown, whether it's done through humor. So I think Moneyball, thank you. That's the one I was thinking of. Yes. So yesterday we got Perception, the Frog, and what was the third card? I'll think of a second. Oh, it just escaped me. What the heck was it? I can't remember, but it made complete sense of what was going on. Oh, the Bard. It was storytelling. So it was like your perceptions in the frog, and the frog's about cleansing. And I thought the frog represented all of us. And the storytelling. So it, like, are you seeing the same perception that we are? Okay. Uh, Selena, dude, Justin, born female. Yeah, I'm just reading all of this. Da-da-da. Oh, I love all you. By the way, oh yeah, I was gonna read Bongo's thing from last night. That was pretty good. Okay, so I have two cards here. And this is the book we're reading from. It's 3232. Oh, I'm gonna invest in a Bullhorn right away. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit warmer out, and then I'm gonna go talk to people like that on the street. If I have to stand at City Hall all day, I don't care. Ryan Gosling. I don't know. John Travolta is definitely a freak. He is not good. So, you guys, literally, come on now. Same as yesterday, same as yesterday. The Perception and the Frog. You guys, this is awesome. Isn't this up I've got goosebumps all over my head and body, all over, all over. It doesn't get more real than this. Love it. Oh, this is when I hit in like the highest of happiness. Oh, this is gonna cause for like, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy, you guys? Like, just beautiful, just beautiful. So the frog is number 14 and perception is number 42. Yeah, it does have to be a sign. Remember when we keep getting like things like risk, and then it's like we were right at this point where some of us had to defend our actions and what we were saying, but this is all telling us it is about perception. So I'm going to read you the frog first, even though perception came out first. The frog says it's time to clean your house and get rid of clutter in your environment, your head, and your heart. Move out any objects, thoughts, or relationship that hold you back. It's time to get rid of anything that clutters your life or space with unwanted burdensome energy or anything that weighs heavily on your heart. Look around and take stock of what surrounds you. Does what you see hold positive and supportive energy? If not, it's time to throw it away and release it so that in turn will release you from its influence. When the frog appears, it's time. It's always spring and time for cleaning your house so you can allow new and fresh energy to enter your world. The frog says it's time to release all things no longer appropriate to bring you on your next journey. To bring you on your journey, then you can hop on to the next lily pad, light and free. Yay! 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 So perception. This marker requires you to contemplate how you look at the world. Through what eyes do you see? Do you peer through those prejudice or judgment? Are you viewing your present circumstances by projecting your past? That's a really by projecting your past. There's still a projection going on there. So we have to be very careful about how we are viewing our present circumstances. I do the same thing. I have a lot of reoccurring feelings, and yeah, so I'm trying to be present. This is a time to slow down and observe from all angles. This calls for objectivity and a willingness to examine your life and others through a neutral pair of eyes. Within you, awareness is transcending. Your ego is separated from sense of self. Rise above it and see through your soul and know that things aren't always what they appear to be. This marker brings clarity and asks you to look and wait. Perhaps all you need to do is relax and put on another pair of glasses. Then what is in front of you might be magically transformed. Perception is everything. Take no further action until you see how this message applies to your current situation. Then you've shifted your perception. You may find that this was all you needed to do. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. Oh, awesome. Okay. So I'm going to read you Bongo's email. Vicky emailed a picture of where they're sitting now. Fire photos. Thanks, Vicky. I don't want to see your fire because I don't have a fire in front of me. I'm just kidding. See, you guys put up with my shit and the way I talk. It's awesome. Okay, if I shake my phone, I think it'll work faster. It's like do 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 do. Oh, that's beautiful. Everybody look at Vicky's fire. Make everybody jealous. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna read Bongo's uh oh, there we go. Okay, this is from BongoBud. I don't like to argue and I don't like to rant, but I want to talk about I want to talk a little about my favorite plant. Call it marijuana, call it Mary Jane. It's the only reason why I'm not insane. The government will tell you it's such an evil drug. The only ones that use it are criminals and thugs. Why I'm going to tell you, you might give you some hope because no one ever died just from smoking dope. Now, I ain't no saint and I'm far from regal, but I think that it's silly. Smoking pot is illegal. You can smoke it in Colorado and Washington State and a bunch of other places let you medicate. They told me marijuana will cure lots of ills. It's got to be better than popping all those pills. God made grass and man made booze. It's not hard to figure out which one I'm going to choose. A cokehead crackhead will rub you blind. LSD and MDA will blow your mind. Get a guy drunk and he will fight you later. Get a guy stoned and he'll raid your refrigerator. Man made booze and God made grass. If you don't like that, you can kiss my ask me a question. That's awesome. Yay, I love it. I love it. Well done. Well done. Hope I did it justice. I know I fucked it up at the beginning, but we're all friends here. So there you go. I'm so excited. Wow, we're just sitting in so much resonance right now. It's just amazing. And cleansing yourself and sitting in your happy perception place of being present is super important right now. It is. I have been doing a lot of uh, self-care. I did. But I have gone outside every day, even though it's like freaking cold out in the last few days. I've gone out. It's minus something, but I'm fully getting dressed. And I think tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be at the school teaching art to the Hogwarts students, and also Thursday. So yes, lovely poem, Bongo. We all love it. Yay, bud. Good job. So anyhow, this is just our little quick update because I know everybody loves the charts. So I'm just gonna quickly show you these again. Hopefully I don't have too much glare on them. So yeah, I don't feel like doing too much this afternoon either. So I think there's a lot of stuff. Oh, and if anybody missed this, I'll show you this. This is a little bonus here from the other day. We found out that these people owned this, and they applied for 18 different patents through this law firm in New York City. And yeah, they were all part of that. And if you haven't already watched that thing on BitChute, you can find it there, and it's in my feed a few times. Absolute Proof by Mike Lindell, I think that's his name. My Pillows. I always screw up people's names, so just have a watch of that. And there's also little clips. Ow, crap! There's also little clips on my Instagram and Facebook to share around that happen. So I've been having a lot of luck. I'm trying not to post as much on Crackbook anymore because I'm so over being, I'm still banned from posting live there. So, and from selling anything. Oh, and speaking of selling, I have found out my prices for shipping, and it doesn't, the cheapest shipping still takes a month. So I'll just figure out my prices and let all my peeps know. So I found out that express post is 22 days and regular post is 1 month. I don't get it. What do I know? So anyhow, and I ship all of my portraits just for your benefit. I call them gifts. So you don't have to pay duty on shit. So I don't know how that works for you guys, but yes. So I will be getting together the prices and portraits for everybody who's ready, and I'm pretty much ready to ship them off. So there we go. So for everybody who still is in the generous mood and likes donating and to the channel, my PayPal account is Raven Moonstone Art at protonmail.com, and my Telegram public channel is Raven Moonstone Art at Raven Moonstone Art. I'll just put these here. My other one for the charts, which I'll be updating, is at Raven Moonstone Charts. And then my Telegram group chat is Raven Moonstone group chat. It's at redpillraven.com, spelled all out. Okay. Now, oh, and my Patreon account, if you want to become a Patreon, is Raven Moonstone Art as well. But if you're just sending me things just like Vicky does, or all the other people, it's ravenmoonstone at outlook.com. And that's including if you're interested in any of my art. So for people who haven't emailed me saying, hey, I want that piece of art, send it to me. This is my address. I don't know that I'm not going to make a deal on Facebook. So if you're watching this and you watch Facebook or you're on Facebook, please email me if you're interested. My Willie Nelson is sold. I sold my Willie for sure. Okay. My owl portrait is sold. So I'm pretty sure. Yes. We don't talk about, yeah, like that guy. Yeah, I saw that CW fraud thing. I posted actually I had one of the girls post it in the chat. That's the only CW thing I'll post in there, is why I don't trust the clown. So anyways, I shouldn't have called him a clown because I've surrounded everybody in love and light. I shouldn't call anybody a clown. Name calling is just not cool. And we shouldn't be calling people dumb anymore. I was really thinking about that. And like, just people commenting, "Oh, you're so dumb," or whatever. Do we really need that's just not necessary anymore. I don't know. Even though sometimes we accidentally say it about ourselves. Like I said it the other day, I said, "Oh, I'm so dumb." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not dumb at all. I'm not dumb at all. Why do we even say things like that?" So, anyways, yeah, I just don't watch that CW guy because I've just never trusted the vibe at all. And there's things that I've known about from behind the scenes. So just doesn't sit in my vibration, period. End of story. So you're all free to think whatever you want. I personally, in my redpillraven.com group, whatever that group is, the Raven Moonstone group chat, where there's over 1,000 people, don't post him. That's all. It's just like, no. Yeah. So, yeah, we do. I don't, how about what? Who, what? I can't even read that. Yeah, some of it are some, yes. I'm agreeing with a lot of what you guys are saying in here. I just won't. Yeah, there's a lot of people who have basically, I don't know. I won't say anything. Like, some people are just use people more advantageously than others. I personally, if you feel like donating, please donate. If you have money, donate. That's awesome. I appreciate it, because you're helping not only me, but like I said, I try and teach people art online, and I also teach Hogwarts kids, and I also do charts. Like, this is 50 cents, man. One 50-cent sheet of paper. I'm just kidding. Like, serious. So I just literally, I'm so grateful to anybody who has the time or the inclination or the funds to donate. And I'm grateful to every single one of my art clients. I truly, truly am. A lot of people on here did not know about my art career before I was a truther. And I started drawing portraits. I only learned how to draw these portraits in the very end of 2014. So December, the end of November, I think November 2014 is I drew my first 3 portraits, and I drew the John Lennon portrait. I can't remember who has that portrait now, but anyways, yes. So um, there's many portraits that I've drawn since then, and they've gotten, I think, better, but there's some that I don't know if I'll ever get rid of. It took me a long time to put that Willie Nelson up for sale, by the way. That's the second one I drew, because the first one I'm like, oh, I'm going to draw myself a Willie Nelson. And normally I don't really appreciate my own art. I just want to clear it out, cleanse, get rid of everything that no longer serves me. And that's what I'm doing with my art right now. And but I think in my art career, one of my most the client who's bought the most art has 11 musicians. He's bought 11 portraits in his collection. And I joked around with him years ago. I said, that's going to be worth like 10 grand one day. And I was supposed to go get my picture taken by it and stuff. And I'm just really weird and shy about shit like that. I don't know. It's weird. It took me forever to get my picture taken when I had my stuff at an art gallery. And yet here I am blabbing all day long to you, looking so awesome. But I don't know. It's weird how I feel weird when people give me compliments about my art. I just feel weird when people give me compliments anyways. But that I was really shy about. So I think that's kind of why yeah. But I think I've drawn probably 300 or 400 portraits, various things, dogs, cats, people in dogs, family of 4. My portraits have gone all over the world. One of my very first clients was a guy who bought Jimi Hendrix. Peter, he bought my very first Jimi Hendrix and the very last Jimi Hendrix I did. And the very last one I did, man, that was baller. That was a good one. The guy who owns 11 of my portraits also owns one of my favorite Jimi Hendrix. Every time I do a Jimi Hendrix, it goes. It's like I don't even finish drawing it and it sells. So uh, I was kind of honored. One of my best friends bought Dimebag Darrell at the very beginning of my art career, and it was before I went to Europe. And he bought it and he gave it to his fan that owns a bar somewhere around where Dimebag Darrell's spouse lives, and she's seen the portrait. And out of all the ones, I'm like, I'm how can I say this without sounding like an asshole? I could have done a better job on it, as I think what I want to say. It wasn't one of the best ones because I would have never do what I did in that portrait again. So it's kind of hard to explain, but he wanted me to do the name of, dime bag underneath. And I don't like doing words. I just like doing the portrait. So, but she saw it. So, and then a couple years ago, a friend of mine that I know here in the city, we met at the very first time I got to play music on stage, like my guitar, my guitar with other people. And it was super fun. It was out at this really small little festival outside of town. So I met one of the musicians out there, and he bought Lemmy, the guy from Motorhead, and his mother-in-law is Lemmy's niece. So so that was kind of cool. It is, I've always thought it was a small world, but it's really interesting when people that know the celebrities see your artwork. That's kind of interesting to me. So, and these are regular people, I believe, like the niece of Lemmy is a regular person. So they're just like, me. So yeah, the artist is never satisfied. Actually, I do like my owl portrait. I should show it to you in the camera because I have it out. Ah! I have it out of the frame right now. It's one of my very first animals that I've done, but it's the one that I've had more people ask me, and I've kept it for so long because the fella that asked me for it is another client who's bought, I think, 3 or 4. This would be his fifth, maybe fourth or fifth. But I'll just draw him another one. But here's the owl. So I really like this one because it's got quite a bit of detail in the feathers and stuff. So I've kept this one for a really long time. And I drew it in 2016, I think probably in the spring. So it's about 5 years old, this one. So I'll just leave it there. Take a look at it. But I love the owl. So I think I'm going to do a whole animal totem series. Well, I've already started on it. This was one of the first ones, but I've taken a really good portrait of it. So I can put it in a deck of cards. I'm going to make a deck of 52 cards of animals from around the world. And they'll be black and white on the side with like this. It'll be black and white on this side, and then this side is gonna have, I'm gonna draw or paint something really fantastic on it. So that's one of the projects that I'm working on. I've got to get started on more. So, and this does help me. People who I really do. I give away a lot of art too. I've given away probably about 400 pieces of art, just as many as I've drawn, I swear. And I don't mind if it's going to a good cause. How long does it take me to draw a portrait? This particular portrait took me quite a while because it was back in the day of me starting. I think this one took me probably about 10 hours, 10 to 15 hours, but I've gotten much quicker since then. Like, I don't know, depends on what it is and how much details involved. But sometimes I can knock one out in about 3, 4 hours if I hurry. I challenged myself one day. I wanted to do these portraits for my cards. So I'm like, I'm just going to do some test ones. So I did 6, a beaver, a bee, an ant, a moose, a deer, and a buffalo in one day. I was like, I'm gonna do all of them at once. And they were like they were less detailed. They were very more, yeah, just so yes. Yeah, Crackbook sucks. I love it. I love people who have been more creative these days. It's been awesome. I really appreciate other people sending me their artwork and saying, thank you for inspiring me to do more art. And that's all I've done. Well, hey, good for me. But you see that Audrey right there? That one, I'll show you that one up close. Might get a glare on it. But I almost lost this. There, this one. I'll see if I can. I really, really like this one. And the reason I like this one is on the bottom of it here, underneath the thing, I have this little thing where it says, I drew this at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower on my birthday in 2015. But it was one of the first ones that I thought I made look more realistic than the other ones. I put more time into doing lighter shading and proper shading, whereas I think I drew Amy Winehouse right before that, and it wasn't as detailed. So but this one, I've had a really high price tag on it for a while. Most of my portraits, when I first started, like 6 years ago, I sold them for around $100, and then they went up to like 200. I've been paid 500, but it was like for a full. The girl's face was, and that was a donation. Like I was flattered, but most of them go for about $250 to $300 somewhere there. If it's got 4 faces in it, then it's a little bit more money. So just depends on how much. But oh, Amy Winehouse. Ooh, don't have her here, but I think she's on my Instagram page. So if I spend enough time going through it, I can show it to you. But interesting story about Amy Winehouse and my Instagram or my Twitter. When I started a Twitter account years ago, I was in Paris, and that was in 2015. And I posted a picture of Amy Winehouse that I had drawn. And this is the other weird thing that happened to me. And her mom started following me on Twitter. And I was like, that's really weird. And so I didn't post anything else. I don't think I posted anything on Twitter after that. So I have so many truth telling in here. I don't know if I can even get to my art anymore. I should intermingle some art back in there so it doesn't take so long to get through thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures. Actually, I just went through, I'm on like, just went through 2027 or something like that. I do have Amy Winehouse in here somewhere. Okay, so here's some of my old portraits. There's Jimi Hendrix and a Snoop Dogg. And here's an old picture of the art gallery with some of my paintings hung up in it. That was my old couch and everything I took in there. The art gallery went out of business because of it was all, oh, the Tom Petty fans. Is Tom Petty. I don't know. You can't really see it, but in his sunglasses. Okay, you know what I did? I painted a picture of myself smoking a joint in the reflection. Yep. This is the graffiti that I got to do in Greece with my friend. I like showing art. It's fun. Just I've done a lot of weird stuff. Like I'll try anything. I'll try anything once. There's the Clint Eastwood. I did a couple of those ones. My friend has that. There's Greece. Oh yeah, I did some body painting. Okay, here's one of my funnest body paint shoots. This is my friend Lindsay, and I was making her look like that's that's all body paint. Her clothes are body paint. She's naked. Isn't that awesome? And okay, I'll get to the Amy. Do 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 do. Oh, here's another body paint where I did the mermaid. I did that big. Remember, I was going to show you that blue ring octopus I painted. Well, there it is. That's the underwater world I painted. I was thinking about. Oh, I love Greece so much. That's the first place I'm going. I've often decided if it was like Greece or Costa Rica, but I've definitely got to go to Greece. So I have so many fun. You guys should just really go trolling through my Instagram. Like just troll away. And I'm kidding. Let's see here. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it, kids. I'm getting to it. Mm, oh my goodness. Okay, here's the very first portrait that I did in 2014. There we go. So you can see the difference in detail. That was, where the heck is it? I don't even know where Amy is. She's so far down there. I've drawn people's dogs, Morgan Freeman, belly cast. Oh, this is one of my, I was just thinking about this piece today. I got one of my friends to scream and I took a picture of him and then I did that portrait. Um, Now let's see. Oh my goodness. See, ask me for Amy, and it's like the last thing I'm probably gonna find if it's even on here. I'm sure it's on here. I know it's on here. I'm pretty sure I posted all of my portraits, just about almost all of them, on Instagram. Maybe it's not on there. I don't know. Oh, there it is, but it's far away. It's right there. There's a whole wall of them. That's before I went smart and got frames. So there's a Kurt Cobain in there, Bob Marley, BB King, Frank Sinatra, Etta James, a couple of Marilyns, Elvis. Yeah. And yeah, I like drawing. I don't know, but I like taking pictures too. And oh, there's Amy. Yeah, there it is. See, look at there's not nearly as much detail in the shading. It's just kind of simplistic. Yeah. So pretty much the same, almost trolling. Whatever. I don't care. Go comment on whatever. I still have lots of. Oh, this is the time I signed the John Lennon wall in Prague. Right there's my signature. Probably been painted over 100 times. So very fun. But oh, thanks. I want to do some more body paints on people soon. But you know, I'm kind of taking a break from a lot of art, except for painting online and painting with kids. So I'll get back to doing some more drawings so I can finish my cards and be done with it. But thanks for all popping in today and sharing in my little chit chat. First part was informational. Second part was just fluff, fluff and stuff. So yeah, I like taking pictures and posting things online too. So for progress, and I think everybody draws different. I tend to start here and I go like this because I've got a heavy hand and I drag the stuff across the page. So I might go like that. But light and love everybody on your journey, no matter where you are. Thanks for chatting on the Super Bowl hangover not session. Not keeping it very serious these days. I might do a big chart, one that I plan and plot out and stuff, a little bit more in depth. But for those of you who didn't watch Super Bowl, I hope that was helpful to you. Totally a gross thing to watch. So you're welcome. So love you guys all. Get your meditations in. Go for a walk if it's not balls ass cold outside today, and even if it is, bundle up and see if you can. And it's good to catch you guys all in the same vibration and frequency. So I like having these group chats. I'm glad I haven't been out of here. I think it helps having all this art in the background. So but yes, thank you guys very much, and have a good evening. Take care of yourselves, or a good day wherever you are.